classes, and he then continued and essentially couldn't stop collecting it. A, do you believe him? And B, is this going to be some kind of defense that might work?
Well, I don't know how much I would believe him, but it's certainly going to be the defense that's going to be raised in this case. The fact that he was working and investigating this particular area of crime and was building up a dossier of what materials so-called offenders might refer to, he's going to fall back on that and say, hey, look, I was researching what these people look at, going to sites they look at, try to track them down, see who I would find out is involved in this, and then prosecute. So that's his fallback position. But I will tell you this. You know, it doesn't matter who you are, what you do for a living, what your education is, deviant and criminal behavior is blind to all of this. Anyone and everyone could fall prey to all these different types of crimes. So parents have to be aware of who's watching their kids, who's speaking to their kids, and who's around their kids. That's the lesson from this.
First of all, Simone B., and I don't buy that he was downloading these initially as, quote, research, because looking at this triple X-rated stuff, there's nothing here that you could ever share with our viewers. It's embarrassing even to talk about it. It's so obscene. And so this is irrelevant to anything he might tell an elementary or middle school child.
Yeah, look, first of all, Jane, I don't think it's a coincidence that he was a policeman. He put himself in a position of power. He held the moral high ground. Second, I've got to say that every single child in that class has gone through, allegedly, abuse because potentially he was grooming them. What we do know from some research is that 3/4 of people who've been arrested for looking at indecent child photography and child porn have molested. So these are unfounded and unseen molesters, and this needs to be looked into.
Well, I got to tell you that this is such a shocking story. We're going to stay on top of it. You have to wonder about potential civil suits that might come from this. Where is it going to lead? What's he going to